Hello everyone, welcome back to the Houston Texans franchise. Thought we'd take a peek at some of the standings today. We're actually weirdly not far out from the division lead, with the Titans only being 5-3 and us at 3-5. So theoretically, you could still win the division, even though we're off to what I would call a poor start. Speaking of poor starts, the Bills are 2-6. The Chiefs and Broncos are both 7-1. And the Chargers and Raiders are on the outside looking in on that division. Packers are 7-2. The Bears are 6-3. The Bucks are undefeated still at 9-0. Saints 5-4. Panthers 4-5. And Falcons at a lowly 2-7. In the NFC East, you got the Eagles at 7-1 and the Cowboys at 1-7. The Cowboys really looking poor so far this season. I think they started 0-6 actually, so they're 1-1 in their last two, which you could say is an improvement. The Seahawks as well are 1-8. They've lost 5 straight. We do have one injury. It's Rasheem Green with an abdominal tear. He'll be out for a couple weeks. The Colts are very injured. Shaq Leonard, Jonathan Taylor, Matt Ryan obviously tore his PCL against us week 1, and Will Fuller with the foot fracture. And then we're going up against the Giants today. These are their injuries. Xavier McKinney and Daniel Bellinger will both miss this game. Obviously, we'll have to look out for Saquon Barkley. Here's a sort of small list of people that need to be re-signed this offseason. I don't know how to feel about Desmond King. He's 27, but he does have star development. Maybe we'll look to re-sign him. Maybe not. I haven't really decided just yet, as his performance hasn't been super inspiring of getting a big contract. Here's Nico Collins' stats from last week. 18-1-18 with 15 after the catch. No touchdowns, though, as we were unable to score a touchdown against the Eagles. Today, though, we're up against the New York Giants and Daniel Jones. And this offense led mostly, I would say, by Saquon Barkley. And Cameron Johnston will get us underway here in New Jersey. Actually, not in New York. We are in New Jersey. So the New Jersey Giants will take the field. Daniel Jones, will take a peek at his stats on the season, see if they're any good. And they are not bad. 2,200 yards, 17 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. From under center, in motion is Slayton. Jones back to throw, and he's sacked immediately. That's Neville Hewitt and Blake Cashman in the backfield. And Andrew Thomas is injured on the first play from scrimmage for the Giants. Not a very good sign for them. Offset I formation now for the Giants. Handoff Barkley, and he makes a cut and is up the middle. And he makes another cut, makes Jonathan Owens and Jalen Petrie miss. Owens eventually chases him down, but a huge gain there for Saquon Barkley. He is probably going to have quite the game against us. Jones to throw, and that is caught. That's Kenny Golladay on the reception there, and he's brought down after a pickup of about 9. 2nd and 1, handoff Barkley up the middle. He's met very quickly this time by a gang of Texans defenders, and he's going nowhere. In fact, loses maybe a yard on that one. 3rd and 1 now. Barkley's met quickly again. That's Christian Kirksey blowing the play up, and he'll force a 4th down. And the Giants are not in field goal range. They will have to punt. And so Davis Mills and the Houston Texans offense will take the field for the first time today. Davis Mills, obviously horrific stats, 1,800 yards, 9 touchdowns to 14 interceptions. Really not great from him. 1st and 10, handoff Dameon Pierce, and he outruns one defender. Actually, he does not. He gets tripped up at the very end of that. Could have been a huge gain otherwise. 3rd and 4 now after that. Mills across the middle of the field finds Equinemius St. Brown. He's currently the leading receiver on the team, even though he has only played since week 3. A handoff to Dameon Pierce on the next play. Makes a cut and makes a couple of people miss. Up to the 48, 2nd and 6. A fake to Pierce this time. Mills with a little bit of time to throw. Dumps this off to Pierce. He cannot make that defender miss. Only a pickup of 1 there. 3rd and 5. Mills to throw. Finds John Mechie on the left side of the field. And he's brought down after a pickup of about 8 to the 41 in Giants territory. 1st down Texans. We've got 2 running backs in the backfield on this play. Mills to throw. Dumps it off to Eno Benjamin. I think that might be the first time we've called his number all season. Dameon Pierce in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Makes a cut up the middle. He's got a big gain. He's up to about the 25 of the Giants. Nearly in the red zone now are the Texans. A really good offensive drive so far. Handoff Pierce, and he's going nowhere. Maybe gets a yard, maybe 2 yards, but it's going to be 3rd and 8 after that. Mills to the left side, finds John Mechie again. He comes down with it, but he's short of the first down. 4th and 1, the Texans will go for it. Damian Pierce out of the backfield. It'll be a handoff to him, and he's got the first down, falls forward. First down, Texans. We're obviously not scared to go for it on 4th down. I think we proved that last week against the Eagles. 1st and 10 from the 14, a handoff Pierce, and he cuts back up the middle, and he's got a pickup of 4, a good run that otherwise probably would have been blown up in the backfield. Mills back to throw, and he looks to the end zone. It's caught by Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston, but there is a flag on the play, and it's looking like this one is probably coming back. Illegal touching by Nico Collins, and it will be coming back. Instead of a touchdown, it'll be 3rd and 6 from the 10. Mills to throw again. Got essentially the same play. It's Nico Collins one more time. Touchdown, Texans. So can't make it work on the first play due to a penalty by Nico Collins, but we ran basically the same play, and Nico Collins got even more open that time, and it's going to be a touchdown for Houston. 7-0 over the Giants. Daniel Jones retakes the field, and he'll dump this one off to Darius Slayton. He's brought out of bounds after a pickup of 6. 2nd and 4. Jones to throw. Has a decent bit of time. Dumps this one off. It's caught by Slayton once again, and he's got the first down as the first quarter will come to an end. We're now in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 now for the Giants. This one is just thrown away, tipped by Derek Stingley and almost intercepted. A great play from Derek Stingley there to give his guy a chance. 3rd and 10 for Jones, looking deep down the field, and it's caught. Unbelievable catch. It's Darius Slayton once again. He was well covered. It's not like we didn't have good coverage on him, but he just mosses the defender. I'm not positive. I believe that is Derek Stingley on the coverage there. Normally he's very good in those situations, but gets completely mossed that time. A huge gain for the Giants, and they're to the 17. And Saquon Barkley on the next play is met in the backfield by Neville Hewitt. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Giants. From the 17, 10 minutes to play in the half. A design screen for Barkley, a really good block. He runs back into Okoronkwo, makes him miss, but then is brought down by Jonathan Grenard with no gain. 3rd and 10, a handoff to Matt Breida this time. He's got a big gain. That's about 12 yards on the carry, and that's good for a first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5 as Breida took over for Barkley on one play. This time Barkley does get the ball, gets next to nothing, maybe a couple yards, and it'll be from the 3, 2nd and goal. Daniel Jones, tons of time to throw, dumps this off, and it's Mo Alley Cox, traded to the Giants by the Colts earlier this season. So I believe he scored a touchdown against us with the Colts, and now he's got another touchdown against us with the Giants. Mo Alley Cox just moving around and scoring against us. 7-7 Giants-Texans, as Tremont Smith will call a fair catch here in the end zone, and the Texans offense and Damian Pierce will take the field at the 25. Closing in on 600 rushing yards on the season is Damian Pierce. This play, though, will be a handoff to Ty Johnson. He cuts this back, and he's got a decent gain up the middle. That's a pickup of about 4. They'll call it 5. 2nd and 5 from the 30. 7 minutes to play in the half. Up the middle of the field, that's O.J. Howard on the reception, and that's a big gain for the Texans to the 46 in Giants territory already. 2nd and 10 after that. Mills looking deep down the field. He's under pressure. Nico Collins can't come down with it. It's nearly intercepted. Good defense there from the Giants. 3rd and 10 from the 46 now. Mills back to throw. Runs out of time. Throws us across the middle of the field. Equanimeous St. Brown comes down with it. First down, big gain. Houston Texans in the red zone from the 16 in Giants territory. 1st and 10. Handoff. Damian Pierce. He cuts this to the outside. Needs one block by Nico Collins, and he gets it. Touchdown, Texans. Damian Pierce bounces this run to the outside, gets a great block from Nico Collins, and punches this one into the end zone, as we'll take a look at the replay. Damian Pierce really is pretty fast. I believe he has 90 speed and gets a great block from Nico Collins. The Texans retake a touchdown lead, 14-7 now with under 5 minutes left. Under a bit of pressure, that's Richie James Jr. on the reception, and he's brought down after a good gain already in Houston territory after one play. Under center is Daniel Jones. It's going to be a handoff to Saquon Barkley. He's got a huge hold of the right side. He's got a pickup of 9. Saquon Barkley has looked bad in spots, but good in other spots. It's really hard to tell what he's doing as he gets another good gain here. That's a pickup of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 5, essentially 2nd and goal. Saquon Barkley will punch this into the end zone. A very, very quick drive from these New York Giants as Saquon Barkley punches in. Touchdown number 2 for the Giants on the day, as this will be a tie ball game once again. I love this shot of Jalen Petrie just getting absolutely pancaked there in the bottom left. Dameon Pierce retakes the field. He might end up hitting that 600-yard mark today. Does have 7 touchdowns on the season, which is fantastic. Mills back to throw on 1st and 10 from the 25. Nico Collins on the reception, and he's got a gain of about 7. It'll be 2nd and 3, and we just hit the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 3 from the 32, and it's intercepted. An inaccurate pass from Davis Mills, and it is picked off. I honestly can't believe that. It was a free-form pass, and Davis Mills just threw it way too far middle, and it's intercepted by Love. 1st and 10 now for the Giants as they could take a lead going into the half. Jones, all kinds of time to throw, ends up dumping this off to Saquon Barkley. He makes Desmond King miss, but then steps out of bounds at the 33, setting up a 2nd and 3. 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Jones to throw, and he's got Mo Alley Cox on the reception here, guarded by Neville Hewitt, who just could not keep up. One issue with Neville Hewitt, he does not have great speed. 1 minute and 20 left now. 1st and 10 from the 16. Daniel Jones to throw. Dumps this off. It is caught by Saquon Barkley, but only a pickup of 3 as he falls out of bounds. 2nd and 7 now. Jones to throw. Roy Lopez will bring him down. A sack for this Texans defense. Roy Lopez and Malik Collins, 2 of our D tackles in on that one. And that will be a big loss for the Giants. 3rd and 17, a design screen, and Malik Collins blows this up. A loss of 4, maybe 3 on that play. It sets up a 4th and 20. We will call a timeout. The Giants will kick a field goal and take their first lead of the game. It is now 17-14 in favor of the Giants after the Davis Mills interception. Speaking of Davis Mills, he's back on the field from the 25. 53 seconds with 2 timeouts. We've got plenty of time to get into field goal range. And oh my God, what was that? Wide open Nico Collins across the middle of the field, and Davis Mills throws it to Casper the Friendly Ghost, I guess. 2nd and 10 now after the terrible miss. It'll be play action. This time he hits Nico Collins. Probably not as big of a gain as it would have been on the previous play, but a gain nonetheless. 3rd and 10 from the 46 for the Texans. Mills will take the snap. Doesn't really have anybody open. He's looking deep down the field for Nico Collins, and he can't come down with it. Nearly intercepted, and it's going to be 4th and 10. And we're just going to punt it away. From the 46, we really can't go for it there, as if we fail, especially on a 4th and 10, the Giants are almost guaranteed to add more points going into the half. Still 25 seconds left and 2 timeouts for the Giants. Our defense is known to give up big plays, so let's see if we can stop that. A pickup here of 5. 2nd and 5 as the clock will expire. Saquon Barkley will get one more run as the half comes to an end. He gets about 1 yard, but it will obviously end the half right there. Jonathan Owens with the tackle. We head into the half with a 3-point deficit. Probably should have been the other way around if it weren't for a terrible Davis Mills interception. And that horrible inaccurate pass just after that was insane. I don't know if I've seen a worse pass. And he played horrible against the Eagles. I mean, he on that last drive against the Eagles had several inaccurate throws. So we will start with the ball here in the second half as Smith will bring this to the 23. 1st and 10 for the Houston Texans. And Dameon Pierce only needs 24 more yards on the day to get to 600 on the season. Nico Collins with a big gain here. He's to the 45 already. Good throw from Davis Mills. 1st and 10 from the 45. And it's Nico Collins once again. He beats his man off the line, and he's got a good reception. Nico Collins, back-to-back weeks, having great games. 1st and 10 on the play action. And he's got Jordan Akins with a step, but we can't get it over top of the defender. And it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 36. Handoff Pierce met quickly in the backfield. That's a loss of 2. 3rd and 12 from the 38. Mills, all kinds of time to throw. He will just dump this off to John Mechie. He runs over one Giant defender. but can't make anybody else miss. It'll be 4th and 8, and we will kick a field goal with Kaimi Fairbairn. It is a tie game. 17-17 now, Texans, Giants. As the drive looked really good to start and then sort of stalled at the end. Let's see what Daniel Jones and this Giants offense can do. You know, now that I think about it, we have very similar quarterbacks, Daniel Jones and Davis Mills, although I would honestly prefer Daniel Jones. And this is across the middle, and that is caught by Richie James. Pickup of 6 there, 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jones, another design screen. Jonathan Owens will blow this up. Actually, the tackle's broken. He trips Neville Hewitt. Saquon Barkley in the open field. Eventually brought down by Steven Nelson. Jonathan Owens needs to make that open field tackle. He's really the last line of defense there. That's a really, really unfortunate missed tackle from him. Instead of a pickup of maybe 2 yards, it's a pickup of like 40. This time it'll be a run for Saquon Barkley. He's thrown down by Malik Collins after a pickup of 6. From the 37 are the Giants. Time's running out. Throws this away to Saquon Barkley. He steps out of bounds after a pickup of 3. And it'll be 3rd and 1 from the 34. Barkley to run. Makes a man miss. That's Jonathan Owens once again. Jukes back inside. Is brought down by Christian Kirksey and company. But it'll be a first down for the Giants. 1st and 10. Another handoff to Saquon. And Christian Kirksey and Derek Stingley will bring him down. 3rd and 5 from the 21 for the Giants. Daniel Jones with a bit of time to throw. He'll find Richie James on this one, and he's got a big first down. He's to the 12-yard line, nearly inside the 10. It'll be 1st and 10 with just over 3 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Jones to throw. Finds Mo Alley Cox. He goes nowhere. Jonathan Owens actually makes a tackle this time. 2nd and 6. A handoff to Saquon Barkley. He's got a huge lane, and he's got a touchdown for the Giants. Saquon Barkley, 2nd touchdown on the day already. And the Giants will take their lead back. It's now going to be 24-17. Only down a touchdown. Definitely not out of this game are the Texans. And let's see what they can do on their next offensive possession. Dameon Pierce actually lost a yard on the last drive. Mills in an empty set, but we'll hand this off to Pierce anyway, and he's met in the backfield and brought down. Unbelievable. I believe that's Azeez Ojulari in the backfield blowing that one up. 2nd and 14. Mills to throw. He's got a blitz and a decent amount of time. Finds Equanimeous St. Brown, who comes down with it and lands on his feet. A huge gain for Equanimeous St. Brown. And it is 1st and 10 from the 46. A handoff, Dameon Pierce. And he goes nowhere. In fact, loses 2 yards. 2nd and 12 from the 48. Another handoff, Dameon Pierce. He's going to lose another 2 yards. They'll call it 1, but really I think he's at the 50. 3rd and 13 for the Texans. And Mills across the middle. A great throw to Jordan Akins. Those are the types of throws he can make when he just stands tall in the pocket. 1st and 10 from the 25. Mills is sacked. They did not bite on the play action at all. And that's McKinney on the sack. Mills changing the play a little bit prior to the snap. And deep down the field, he's got Nico Collins, but he overthrows him. Nico Collins was wide open for a touchdown, and Davis Mills just missed. 3rd and 18 from the 32. Mills to throw. He likes Nico Collins again, and he's inaccurate again. Davis Mills is playing unbelievably bad recently. We are winning games, or trying to, in spite of him at this point, as Kaimi Fairbairn will bring us a little closer. And it is 24-20 as Daniel Jones and the Giants offense will retake the field. 1st and 10 from the 24. Jones to throw. Across the middle of the field. A good throw. That's Sterling Shepard, I believe, on the reception there. Haven't seen his name even once today. 1st and 10 from the 42 after that reception. And this will be caught. That's Sterling Shepard once again. They're trying to get him more involved on this drive. We're in the 4th quarter now, by the way. 9 minutes left to play. And this is Sterling Shepard again. 3 catches in a row for Sterling Shepard as the Giants are quickly moving down the field. This is going to be a handoff to Saquon Barkley. Jonathan Owens not going to miss a tackle this time. Brings him down at the 32, but it is a first down for the Giants. From the 30 now on 2nd and 8, a handoff to Saquon Barkley. He's tripped by Christian Kirksey, and a pickup of about 7 on that one. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 23. A fake handoff rather, and Neville Hewitt is going to come down with the sack. Blake Cashman in there as well. I totally bit on the play action as the commentator. Obviously, my defense did not. Neville Hewitt and Blake Cashman with a big sack as we hold the Giants to a field goal, and it is 27-20. A touchdown from the Texans should tie this game pending, obviously, an extra point. 1st and 10 for the 22 for the Texans. Dameon Pierce has a decent gain after that play got blown up very quickly. 2nd and 6 from the 25. Mills to throw. Has no time and just has to throw this away as best he can. Incomplete. 3rd and 6. Davis Mills to throw. It's a blitz again, but he finds Equanimeous St. Brown before he's brought down, and that's a good gain there. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 39. Equanimeous St. Brown has been a great bailout man. This is a catch by Jordan Akins, and he's got a good gain, a pickup of about 13, and we're in Giants territory once again. 48 from the 48, rather. Jordan Akins on the reception this time. He's brought down after a good gain there to the 32. 2nd and 9, 2.5 minutes left to play. And Mills will throw across the middle. It's Jordan Akins once again. He's been really crucial on this drive. And he's got another 1st down. We're in the red zone from the 14 now as we hit the 2-minute warning. It'll be a handoff. Dameon Pierce, a huge lane up the middle. And he's brought down, but he does pick up about 7 yards. From the 7 now, 1 minute and 20 left to play. Dameon Pierce brought down immediately in the backfield. A great tackle there. 3rd and 6 to throw. Nico Collins wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. And Nico Collins with his 2nd touchdown on the day, as Davis Mills actually looked pretty good on this drive. He looked absolutely horrific the drive before, but the Texans will be able to tie this game up pending the Kiami Fairbairn extra point, which is up and good. 27-27 as that drive, 10 plays, 79 yards. It took up quite a bit of time as well. 1 minute remaining just about for the Giants to try to get into field goal range. 53 seconds in all of their timeouts. Jones throws across the middle. That's Mo Alley Cox on the reception. He's got a pickup of 5. And Jones to throw once again. And he's got Saquon Barkley on the reception here, brought down by Jonathan Owens. It's 3rd and 2 with 28 seconds left. The Giants look to throw, and Jones throws down the field for Sterling Shepard. It's deflected by Jonathan Owens, and they will have to punt. There's only 20 seconds left, but we do have all of our timeouts. A good return here by Smith could set us up nicely, and he'll try to break this to the outside. He gets to the 25 before he's tackled out of bounds, but he does not get a whole lot of yardage at the 26, and he burned a lot of clock. 14 seconds left to play from the 26. Davis Mills back to throw, and he'll look to the right side. It's inaccurate. Could have been intercepted, but instead is just knocked down. 8 seconds left to play. Really only time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. Looking deep down the field. Mills doesn't have the greatest arm. John Mechie can't come down with it. And with 1 second left, we will try one more play. Mills back to throw, looking to avoid overtime across the middle of the field. Equanimeous St. Brown can't catch it. Probably wasn't getting into the end zone either way. And that will push us into overtime. 27-27 at the end of regulation. The defense hasn't played super well today like they have in previous games. Tails never fails, and the Texans have won the toss, and they will elect to receive as the Texans have a chance to end this game on their first possession. As we will get underway here in overtime, Tremont Smith in the end zone will bring it out, and he has up to the 19. They'll call it the 20. Not a good return from Smith. Mills out of the backfield, handoff. Dameon Pierce up the middle. Got a little bit of running room there to the 26. 2nd and 3 after the pickup of 7. Ty Johnson on the carry. Makes a couple people miss. Bumps this to the outside. A big run for Ty Johnson. Can't outrun the last defender, but he does have an absolutely massive gain. From our 26 to their 27 goes Ty Johnson. Haven't seen him a lot today, but boy, did he just show up huge in this situation. Good blocks there from Jordan Akins and John Mechie, by the way, as Ty Johnson brings us to the 27. And a handoff, Dameon Pierce up the middle. He's got a good pickup. Won't go down. A pickup of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the 20, officially in the red zone. Handoff, Ty Johnson up the middle. Can't break off quite as big of a run this time, but does get a couple yards. 3rd and 1 from the 17. A handoff to Troy Hairston, the fullback. He's got the first down. And 4 minutes left to play here in overtime. Handoff, Dameon Pierce, a big lane, but he's brought down pretty quickly. Pickup of 5. 3rd and 3 now. Mills back to throw. He's got a decent bit of time. He's looking for Equanimous St. Brown, and he comes down with it. The Texans are going to win this game. Equanimous St. Brown has had quite the day. He comes down with very crucial catches all the time. None more crucial than this one. Touchdown, Texans. Equanimous St. Brown will win us this game. And, you know, credit to Davis Mills. He played pretty well in the last couple drives of the game to give the Texans the win. We will improve to 4-5 on the season as the Giants will fall to 4-5. A battle of 4 and 5 teams here, I guess, as the endgame celebrations begin for the Texans. What a crazy game for the Texans. Davis Mills actually didn't play horrifically bad, just has so many inaccurate throws that it's really hard to gauge how he's playing. But he did have 286 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 pick. So really, probably his best game to this point this season. It just doesn't feel like it with him. I don't really know how to explain it. Dameon Pierce, 19 attempts, 67 yards, and a touchdown. Saquon Barkley obviously was very good. Ty Johnson had that one huge run that really honestly won us the game in overtime. Saquon Barkley was actually the top receiver for the Giants. Nico Collins had 6 for 88 and 2 touchdowns. Equanimous St. Brown, 5 for 80 and a touchdown. Our 1 and 2 wide receivers performing really well today. I really hope you guys are enjoying the series. I'm having a blast making it. Hey, if you're still here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys in the next one against the Commanders.